A landmark verdict Wednesday found Meta and Google liable for designing platforms dangerous to kids and teens. Both companies were slapped with damages to the tune of $6 million. The Los Angeles jury found Meta liable for $4.2 million of that and Alphabet's Google for $1.8 million. Those are small amounts for two of the world's most valuable companies, but the decision could force big tech to rethink how it defends itself against safety claims. Parents and child safety advocates celebrated news of a verdict outside the court.
This is the beginning of the tides turning on big tech for sure.
The case focused on a 20-year-old woman who said she became addicted to YouTube and Instagram at a young age because of their attention-grabbing design. Plaintiffs focused on how social media platforms are designed and not the content itself. That made it much harder for the companies to be found not liable. The jury found both companies negligent in designing both YouTube and Instagram, and that they failed to warn of their dangers. Snap and TikTok were also defendants, but both settled before the trial began. Those terms weren't disclosed. The plaintiff's lawyer, Mark Lanier, said Wednesday's verdict bodes well for thousands of other similar cases.
This is the tip of the spear. And you've got to remember, this is what's called a bellwether. It's the first trial. In the history of American jurisprudence, it usually takes the plaintiffs 3 or 4 times to figure out how to win these cases. The plaintiffs are supposed to lose the first 3 or 4. We won.
Meta spokesperson Ashley Nicole Davis gave a statement outside the court.
We respectfully disagree with the verdict and will appeal. Teen mental health is profoundly complex and cannot be linked to a single app. We will continue to defend ourselves vigorously as every case is different, and we remain confident in our record of protecting teens online.
A Google company spokesperson said they plan to appeal. Meta also said it plans to appeal. It all comes as tech companies face rising pressure over child and teen safety. The verdict could mark a turning point in the global backlash against their platform's perceived mental health harms to kids and teens. Colin Walk, who leads Hollis Still's cybersecurity and data privacy law practice, said the verdict sets a precedent for other cases.
I think it's been a long time coming because it's not as though any of the facts that came out at trial were particularly surprising to the general public. We've known for at least a decade now with tell-all books for former Google and Meta employees who come out and say, hey, we're using casino-style techniques in our algorithms to try and keep children on our screen so that we can sell more products. So it's not a particular surprise, long time coming, much like the tobacco litigation. So I think the jury's verdict will ultimately be upheld.
More separate trials in the U.S. are set for the months ahead. Another major trial involving several states and school districts is set for this summer in Oakland, California. A separate Los Angeles trial begins in July.